students, we are again meeting for the same lesson, the oily mess, class 5th English, the first lesson, the oily mess. And we shall be doing answer the following question, answer the following, complete the sentence, and who said this verse. These are the things that we will be doing today. Now I request you to, I'm not able to come to you personally because of the coronavirus. COVID-19 has spread all over. So you have to bear with me and listen to me on online only. A word to the parents, dear parents, please put your children in a disciplined manner in the phone and they see that they sit with full concentration for the entire lesson, understand it and note down the points given. Thank you parents. Now students, open to page number 9. You have to open to page number 9. There you have got this after the meaning. Complete this sentence. Vishrat's mother had gone out to dash, visit a friend. Your dash will have visit a friend. Vishrat scraped off the dash from the slice of the bread and began to eat charcoal. There was some charcoal. Charcoal, the first. Charcoal. This is the second one. After the hard work, Suma needed a beauty sleep. She needed a beauty sleep. Father was dashed as he greased the door hinges in the front room. Father was humming happily. Suma had been spearing herself with he. Suma had been spearing herself with he. So the first dash, visit a friend. Second word, charcoal. Third dash, beauty sleep. Fourth, humming happily. And with he. Children, are you with me? Did you understand the words in the blanks? Did you note them down neatly? Are you reading it silently? Are you sitting attentively? Good. Now children, the second part, the B part, answer these questions. What, please note down that. What reminded Vishrat that his sister was in kitchen? The smell of the burnt toast reminded Vishrat that his sister was in the kitchen. The smell of burnt toast reminded Vishrat that his sister was in kitchen. Why did Vishrat come to for breakfast barefoot and in pyjama? Why did he come barefoot and in pyjama? Since his mother was away and neither Suma nor father and grandma would object, Vishrat came barefoot and in pyjama for breakfast. What was the grandmother's reaction during breakfast? Grandmother did not like the dalia at all. She remarked, said that the dalia was lumpy and left it half eaten. She asked that medicine for indigestion to be brought from the chemist just in case she has indigestion. Now children, are you with me? First three answers, are they clear? Now come to the fourth question. How did Vishrat help his sister? Why? The fourth answer. Vishrat offered to wash the breakfast dishes to help Suma. This would cheer her up and would also allow Vishrat to play with soap suds, something that he liked to do but rarely got to do. Now we are going to the fifth question. How did all the members of the family keep themselves busy that afternoon when mother was away? How did each member do in the afternoon, in the Sunday afternoon? Let us. The fifth answer, I am calling out the fifth answer for you. Suma decided to follow her Sunday routine. Yoga, jogging and oil bath. But before that, she decided to take a beauty sleep. Vishrat went out to join his friends in the playground to play football and later spent a glorious, undisturbed afternoon cutting up matchboxes to make tacks, followed by preparing fried eggs and buttered bread for himself. Father was busy greasing the door hinges in the front room, humming happily. He sang off key as usual, but it was pleasant. Nonetheless, later in the afternoon, the family was busy cleaning the oily mess caused by the two mix-ups. First, between Grandma's medicine and the oil for greasing door hinges, and second, between Suma's perfumed hair oil and the ghee for frying eggs. Vishrat and father had to get down on all fours and scrub out the medicine from the front door hinges, and Grandma kept on wailing that she has been poisoned. Suma had to wash the ghee that she had mistakenly smeared all over herself. Now children, are you with me? Did you understand the 5 answers? Now we shall go to the C part. Who said this verse in the story? Who said this verse? Identify what happened immediately before and after each of the sentences. The first sentence is the tastiest dalia I have ever eaten. It is the tastiest dalia I have. In the story when you write, just underline this line and even underline the hard words you come across, children. So, who said this words in the story? Father said this word. Everyone was sitting at the table for breakfast and Grandma was complaining that the dalia was lumpy. Suma looked rather hurt by Grandmother's comment. So father tried to comfort her by these encouraging words. But Grandma continued disapproving it, left the dalia half finished and asked to get medicine from the chemist, saying that she might need medicine for indigestion. Second one, a terrible ghastly mix-up. The second sentence is a terrible ghastly mix-up. Father said this verse. As father heard Grandma wailing and shouting for help, he rushed towards her and so did Suma. Grandma was wailing that she was being poisoned by the medicine that was brought for her. Father picked up the glass with the medicine and smelt it. He understood that it was not the medicine that he had brought. He went to the front door where he was greasing the hinges and saw an army of ants crawling all over the place. He realized that he had mixed up Grandma's medicine and the greasing oil. Soon after, Suma noticed that Vishra was looking as green as a caterpillar, as the eggs that he had fried tasted different. So this, hope you understood the reference to context, who said these words in the story, and the content before and after the sentence. Did you understand? Are you with me, children? Now, do you think Suma was a good cook? Please put your points for your homework. According to me, I don't think Suma was a good cook because she had burnt toast for which they had for the morning breakfast. Anyway, it is an open-ended question. You can give whatever answer you like. Now, children, we shall go. In English, we have got simile. Now, simile. A simile is a figure of speech. Now, my dear children, open to page number 10. Now, we shall learn what is a simile. In English, a simile is a figure of speech. Similes use the word as or like to make comparison between two things. For example, as brave as a lion, as brave as a lion, as black as a coal, as black as a coal. The marketplace buzzed like a beehive. Now, choose the correct words. The bedsheet was as white as snow. Are you with me, children? The first word is snow. Your options are bee, eel, eager, fox, lamb, rose, snow, fell. The first one, the bed sheet was as white as snow. S-N-O-W, snow. Second one, the thief was as sly as a fox. Very cunning, sly, as a fox. Third, the mother was as busy as a bee. Your mother is always busy. She has no time. If anybody comes also. So you will tell, as busy as a bee. Ritu is as gentle as a lamb. The small one of the kid of a goat is called a lamb. It's very gentle. So you will, Ritu is as gentle as a lamb. The second one is lamb. L-A-M-B. The father told his son to soar like an eagle. The father advised his son, you can soar like an eagle. Go high up in life. Eagle goes very close to the sky, very close to the sun. Be good in academics, have a good foundation in your primary classes and shine in your higher classes, and you soar up to your library, you become an engineer, a space aeronautics or something. Father encouraged. When you study daily, you become and you can soar up in life. That is what. So the father told his son to soar high like an eagle. The fox was as light as a feather. The bird's feathers are very light. So the fox was as light as a feather. Her cheeks are as red as like a rose. Rose is very red flower. Her cheeks are as red as rose because she is very fair. The young boy was as slippery as an eel. Eel is very slippery fish, and the young boy was as slippery eel. Now you have to make meaningful sentences with the words given below. All the words are related to the speaker. Pace. First word is pace. P-A-C-E, pace. Pace. A single step or walking. A single step or walking or running. The rabbit ran with slow pace. The rabbit ran with slow pace. Dart. Second word is dart. In ancient days, king played an indoor game in which darts are used to throw at the circular target to win a score. A dart is a thing like this, which is thrown at a circular dish to gain a point. In ancient days, king played an indoor game in which darts are used to throw at the circular target to win score points. Agile. Next one is agile. Fishes are agile by nature. Agile, fast. Swift. Monkeys are swift in the movement. Third word is agile. Fishes are agile by nature. Fourth word is swift. Swift. Monkeys are swift in their movement. Monkeys are swift in their movement. Rush. When my aunt had an operation, my mother rushed to the hospital. Rushed. Very fast. So these are the words related to the speed. Pace. P-A-C-E, pace. Dart. Agile. Swift. Rushed. Are you with me, children? Did you understand? Now, children, I will tell you about sentence. What is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words. Hope you noted down these words of speech. Now we come to the sentence. In English, what do you understand by the sentence? So you please take down a sentence. Take down the definition. The sentence is a group of words. A sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. tablet says it has two parts. A sentence has two parts. Any sentence you write simple tense, it has two parts. The first part is subject and the second part a predicate. A subject, which are the two parts in the sentence? A subject and a predicate. The subject of the sentence is who or what is being spoken of. Who or what is being spoken of. What? Who. Who or what is being spoken about. And what is said about the subject is the predicate of the. What is said about the subject is the predicate of the sentence. So the sentence has two parts, subject and predicate. Now children, I want you to take down today's homework. For today's homework, please take down today's homework. First one is learn the answers given, learn the given answers by heart. Learn the given answers by heart. Write 5 own sentences using any simile. Using any 5 simile. And what is a sentence? What is a sentence? And which are the two parts of the sentence? Which are the two parts of the sentence? Which are the two parts of the sentence? So please note down children for today's homework. You have to learn the answers that I told you, dictated to you. And make your own sentence using any 5 simile given in your books. And what is a sentence? Which are the two parts of the sentence? Hope you are with me, students, and you will do the homework. Parents, please, a kind word to you. Look at your child's notebook and see that she has completed all the work given. Thank you, students. Meet you in the next class. Be safe.